hunters and collectors all come out at night. Hunters and collectors.
Should we go in, Sam?
Yeah, sure, come on.
All right, come on. Morning, Rob.
All right, Rob. All right, boys.
You know, Rob's been talking about closing the shop again.
Just shifting all his records online.
Yeah, the lease is going up again.
Oh, I do feel guilty when I leave his shop without buying anything.
Well, not that that happens very often.
No, true.
So you looking for anything special today?
They just released the Specials Ghost Town on half speed, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about the specials, or not sure about the half speed.
Half speed.
Well, I have a few. I don't think the sound is any different if it's being cut to run at 33 instead of 45. It's more because the engineers remastered the recording.
Yeah, so I suppose the question is, has the engineer just given it a nice clean and a polish? Or, you know, so it sounds sharper? Or have they gone full George Lucas and dumped a CGI Jabba the Hutt into it?
Now don't get me started on those Star Wars special editions. Thing is, with the half speeds, is you won't know until you listen to it. Some half speeds sound great, others not so much, and even then it's a matter of taste.
Ooh, some nice Scott Walker in stock.
Ooh, which ones? I'm after a nice original Scott Walker 4.
Nah, sorry, just Scott 2 and Tilt.
Oh, never mind. Whew, so, how was your holiday? Find any record shops?
Funny you should ask that. I did, but it didn't go well.
Oh, what happened?
Well, you know how there's like two kinds of record stores? There's the friendly ones who might get you a coffee and a biscuit, maybe even a lift back to the station.
Yeah.
And then there's the other sort.
True. But there's also record shops where the records are nicely sorted by genre and alphabeticised. And then there's the ones which are like a jumble sale.
This one was kind of not so friendly and borderline jumble sale.
So?
Well,
Tell me what happened, Sam.
Well, there was a copy of Joe of the Toy on the wall. And I took it down for a closer look and it just slipped.
Oh, no.
I know, right?
Oh, was it okay?
Well, I kind of fumbled it and caught it mid-drop. But the bloke just told me to F off out of his shop.
Oh, mate. Never ever touch stuff on the wall without asking first.
I guess maybe he was just having a bad day.
Here, look, there's a load of 80s rocking this week, if you're interested.
Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. Sleeve looks pretty worn out, though. Still, you give love a bad name.
Oh, like Derek.
What?
Derek gives love a bad name.
I don't think John Bon Jovi had someone called Derek in mind when he wrote that song, do you?
I don't know. Who am I to judge what John Bon Jovi thinks?
You're winding me up, aren't you?
Of course I am. It's nearly record store day, so if you can't live without an exclusive 5-disc reissue of an album you forgot you already have, then make sure you put record store day in your diary.
Now including new flavoured vinyl. Get your raspberry flavoured version of Prince's Raspberry Beret, Kevin Ayres Banana More in banana flavour, and Frank Zappa's rare meat and smoky bacon. Yum. So you know what they say?
What do they say?
You don't regret the records you bought, you only regret the records you didn't buy.
Well, who says that?
Probably record shop owners, I guess.
I used to buy my records from a guy called Grumpy Joe in Soho. I don't remember the shop's name now, but he was a bit gruff and he would tell you in no uncertain terms what you thought of the records you were buying.
Why didn't you just go to a different shop?
Well, Grumpy Joe could be a bit mean if you were buying Take That For Your Sister, but he knew his stuff and he got me into Tim Buckley, Cheap Flights, Klaatu, all sorts. It was kind of hard to leave his shop without a bag full of records.
Wasn't that the guy who used to say he just bought 1,000 LPs in a house clearance, but he hadn't got through them yet, but he'll put them out in a couple of weeks?
No, that was a different crazy record shop. And he says the same thing every time I'm in there. I doubt those records ever exist.
Yeah, he's just teasing you to get you to come back into his shop, like those guys in their special collections.
Oh, yeah, that's so annoying when you go into a shop. Ask for something and he says he has it, but it's in his special collection. So, you going to the pop quiz next week?
Nah. Did you go last night?
Well, I went along for a couple of beers, but there was no one to join.
No, why didn't you just join in?
Well, I sort of did, but I shouted out with the answers and embarrassed myself.
You are pathetic sometimes.
You know, I was thinking about what Colin said.
About Vinyl Club?
Yeah. Maybe it's not a bad idea.
We're going to need more people. Maybe put up a sign. Join our vinyl club. Bring your own beer.
Yeah, well, and records.
Of course. Well, who can we ask?
Dishwasher Joe.
Rare One Ray.
Record Shop Rob. And Colin, of course. We better invite him. Anyway, look, there's a fellow rummager. Damn, he's taken up space. Excuse me, mate. Can I get in and have a look? Oh, cheers.
Did you notice Rob's got a load of CDs in stock now?
Well, it's kind of funny how the world fell out of love with CDs, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess their main plus is that they were portable in a way that records weren't. And then streaming kind of kicked the chair out from under their feet.
And they were supposed to be of higher quality. No inner groove, distortion with a CD in there.
What's in a groove distortion? Sounds like a Herbie Hancock LP.
No. How do I explain this? Well, the records are bigger on the outside than they are on the inside, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm not an idiot. You don't need to talk to me like I'm the slow one from Father Ted.
Sorry?
You know, the scene where Ted holds the toy cows and says, "These are small, but the ones out there are far away. Small, far away."
Okay, sorry. So, the closer you get to the centre of the record, the more compressed the sound gets, because...
There's less records.
Right. The record still spins at the same speed regardless of how close or far away from the middle it is.
So the speed is the same, but there's less space for the music?
So the wavelength gets compressed and the quality of the recording can suffer.
I never noticed, to be honest.
No, I don't either. It's more apparent with louder recordings, so engineers will get around the problem by sticking a quiet song at the end of the A or side A or B.
Oi, Metallica, you need a ballad.
Yeah, or November Rain or something less busy, like a cappella or someone just singing over a piano.
No wonder people used to say there were secret messages in records.
Ooh, why'd you say that?
Well, you think about it. All that range and complexity of sounds and information and a groove on a slide of plastic. Feels like witchcraft if I stop to think about it too closely.
You know, I think if I'm being honest, and this is between you and me, a lot of the appeal of vinyl isn't the sound at all. It's mostly the sleeve. Record sleeves are, well, they're pieces of art. Well, the best ones are anyway. You can frame them, put them on your wall. But then a painting are probably cheaper than a photo that size. And a gatefold. Oh, they're the best. Panoramic vision.
What's your favourite?
Well, hard to choose. Sergeant Pepper's, of course. Hendrix Boulder's Love. Beastie's License to Kill.
Aladdin Sane is a good one. First Roxy Music.
Yeah. What about you? What is it about records that drives your obsession?
Obsession. Okay, I suppose that's fair enough. Well, I was buying music before CDs were a thing and then I just didn't switch.
Oh, well, weren't you tempted to dump your vinyl and upgrade?
No, not really. CDs always felt a little bit small and cheap. I had a Walkman, made tapes of some of my records for going out and about, so...
Well, they say CDs are more exact recordings of what the sound engineers intended, so probably technically speaking, CDs sound right and records sound, well, maybe not wrong, but less right.
Almost like it's live. Well, no, it's not quite that records sound live, but they do have a warmth, though. Feels more like the band's in the room with you.
Well, that could be a good or a bad thing, though. I'm not sure I want Ozzy Osbourne standing next to me if I've got Black Sabbath Paranoia on.
Do you remember when CDs came out and they told everyone they were indestructible? My 7-year-old could prove those idiots wrong.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're talking from experience.
Yeah, I thought Optimus Prime was one of the good guys, but Mark Knopfler never stood a chance. It was like money for nothing, and then, God help me, smash, smash.
So CD's not indestructible then?
No.